Well, tonight, serious questions are being raised about a local matchmaking service, a service promising connections during quarantine.
The dating service is called It's Just Lunch. As Denver 7 investigator Jennifer Kovaleski discovered, the company is facing legal action. Many of its customers paid thousands and are calling the company a waste of money.
It's not how you date, it's who you date. The professional matchmakers at It's Just Lunch.
It sells itself as an elite, international matchmaking service.
What they say is It's Just Lunch is the world's #1 personalized matchmaking service.
Elizabeth Young's reading straight from the company's website.
It's personal, it's private, it's convenient, it's real. They just forgot it's a scam.
A single 41-year-old school counselor, Young went looking for love and connection during a pandemic.
I had seen an advertisement in It's Just Lunch in the airplane magazines.
Not having much luck on other dating apps, she wrote a check to It's Just Lunch Denver.
Connection awaits with guaranteed dates.
It was $2,700 for a lifetime membership. And then after that, basically $98 per month.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. So I saw this as a major investment.
A major investment with the promise of hand-picked dates. Young says the salesperson promised her a few dates per month.
Oh, we have so many great men. I can't wait for you to meet. I had this expectation and this excitement of meeting quality people who also invested what I did.
And a common trick was to be speaking with someone like the way you and I are now.
He's a New York-based attorney.
And then at some point just turn over the clipboard and say, I'm sorry, I just have to stop you. I have 3 people who would be just perfect for you right now. You know, the idea of kind of luring people in.
John Balistreri filed a class action lawsuit against It's Just Lunch and won. He says Young's story matches what his firm heard from other clients.
People who are signing up are busy and they have disposable income. So in that way, they are very vulnerable.
It's Just Lunch agreed to pay nearly $5 million to impacted clients, with the average customer getting around $14. The lawsuit called the dating service a massive scheme to defraud tens of thousands of single professionals throughout the country, claimed it overcharged its clients, and matches are driven entirely by monthly quota requirements.
What is the most shocking thing you found?
In some cases, It's Just Lunch employees went on dates with It's Just Lunch women customers so that they could at least have a date with a man.
He says It's Just Lunch trains its employees to make the sale and routinely hires staff who have no experience whatsoever in the field of matchmaking.
Resulted in a settlement in very late 2019, and we frankly thought that that was the end of it.
But it was far from the end. We'll get back to that in a minute. But first, let's go back to Young.
This is the worst financial decision I've ever made.
Young was not a part of the settlement. She says instead of getting the few dates per month she was verbally promised.
I had 4 dates total in 3 months. So mathematically, that's $3,000 for 4 dates.
And while she acknowledges the contract she signed only promised her 1 date per month, she believed what It's Just Lunch was selling.
I believe that the company really preys on people who, like me, in the Denver area especially during a pandemic, really want connection.
It was just basically a waste of money and a waste of time.
Joseph D'Oliveira had a similar experience. He was a single father, also looking for love, who fell for the company's sales pitch.
Told me that I was gonna have multiple matches a month and that I was gonna find people that were committed to a relationship.
What did you get?
I got 1 or 2 dates for the thousands of dollars that I put in, and it wasn't consistent.
He says his matches weren't matches at all, and the women he went out with had nothing in common with him.
There were so many good reviews. I thought it was a good company.
Young says she also believed those reviews and everything else she read.
Been on, CNN. They've been written about in the San Francisco Chronicle.
Both now question the accuracy of those good reviews and want to warn others trying to find love.
They are gonna continue to scam people until they're brought to light.
Back to that New York law firm. Shortly after they settled, they say new clients of It's Just Lunch started reaching out to them with the same complaints.
Meaning It's Just Lunch is continuing to engage in a very similar sounding misconduct.
The firm filed another class action lawsuit against the company late last year, this time in California, claiming It's Just Lunch continues to engage in similar misconduct. The original suit was supposed to end.
I've actually been a lawyer and doing this stuff for over 20 years, and I don't think I've ever seen it before.
They took advantage of me. They took advantage of people wanting a real relationship.
It's Just Lunch Denver declined our request for an interview. In a very lengthy statement, the company said the new claims in the California lawsuit are brought by two individuals. It is very disappointing and unfortunate that this matter is pending because these allegations are completely without merit. It's Just Lunch intends to vigorously defend the new suit. It's Just Lunch Denver is a franchise and says the satisfaction of its clients are their #1 priority, and it cannot guarantee chemistry, long-term relationship, or marriage. I'm Denver 7 investigator Jennifer Kowaleski.